Hello there everybody, it is me Freezer Bunny and welcome back to the Sims 3 Parisian apartment speed building video. Okay guys, so this is going to be the 4th apartment in this series and also the 5th video because I did the tutorial on the other one. But anyway, yes you guys, I'm really glad to be back doing some Sims 3 content. It's been a while and it's been 4 months since I've uploaded the last video in the series, which was Parisian apartment number 3. I don't know, a ton of things have happened over the past couple of months, actually 4 months to be specific. You know, The Sims 4 has come out, you know, I haven't been playing The Sims 3 as much, and which means that I had to get used to the controls and all that good stuff. But it was fun, you know, I had a lot of fun rediscovering all the awesome things that was in The Sims 3 that wasn't in The Sims 4, and God, I am freaking depressed now. But anyway, I'm really glad to be back doing this apartment series because a lot of you guys have been asking about it, and, you know, a lot of you guys have been interested in my Versailles, you know, world in particular, and whether or not I was gonna complete it. And yes, I am going to do my best to complete it, but I'm pretty sure you guys have already guessed by now if you have been following me over my 1.5 years of existence on YouTube that I do things on my own time. So you know, I just, you know, take my time making sure that everything's perfect, and, you know, maybe give myself a little bit of a break once in a while just to, you know, escape from all the simming and all that good stuff. But anyway, I am uploading this on the holidays, you guys, so happy holidays if you're watching this as a new video. But anyway, and let's see here, what else? So yeah, this is going to be another Parisian apartment, very French inspired in style, and the unit that it is going to be occupying is the whole entire half of the upper floor here, or the 4th floor I believe, and it is going to occupy the whole half of it. And now that I've finished building the house, I can tell you guys that the house has 3 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms, so it is quite a large condominium unit or apartment unit, I guess. It is the largest by far that I have done, and it is also the most expensive one as well, so this is going to be really exciting. You know, I had a lot of fun furnishing it, and yeah, it's gonna be a really fun video. And by the way, in case you guys have not noticed, this video is going to be almost an hour long, so good luck to me from doing the commentary without like doing any breaks and stuff. You know, I'm trying to speed the video up like as fast as possible for you guys. I think it is just the right speed, so it doesn't hurt your guys' eyes, and so that it's easy to watch. And you know, a lot of you guys have been complaining about, well, not necessarily complaining, have been commenting about, you know, I should do more speed building videos, because for The Sims 4 I've been doing a lot of like live building, but you know, that's my style for The Sims 4. I'm probably gonna do more speed builds in the future, but you know, I'm really glad to be back doing some more speed builds for The Sims 3, and you guys know how much I dislike doing post commentary. I prefer doing the commentary as I do the video because it is easier for me to teach you guys and to share some tips and tricks and techniques while doing the commentary as I'm doing the actual thing, because in speed builds you get a little bit less time to explain what's going on. Like I am now, I'm just rambling some nonsense while I'm doing the roof. It's a mansard roof. I'm pretty sure you guys are familiar with it already. If you guys watch my other Parisian apartment, which I am expecting you guys to have been watching, because, you know, it's just this is the 4th one in the series, so you guys should better watch like the other previous 3, because there's a lot of important information about the worlds, you know, about links to where you can find the worlds, and about the progress of the worlds over the past couple of months as well. So it's gonna be fun. So yeah, you guys can see that I'm just, you know, working out the paint coloration and all that stuff. I think I'm gonna stick to the more white color and stuff. So this is a really large building. It occupies a large lot actually, and you guys can see that there is going to be it looks like just one building, but in fact it is actually 2 buildings attached to each other. You guys can see that this one I'm painting right now is representative of the one building, and the one to the right of it, which is unpainted, it is going to be the other neighboring building which your Sims cannot access. Your Sims will not be able to go to, but it'll still form a part of the decoration to achieve the overall effect of like a Parisian metropolitan area, if you guys get what I mean. These buildings are usually like clustered on each other and all that good stuff. So yeah, I did try to do some row houses in order to make it look a little bit more city-ish, and I'm just adding some wall details to frame the windows. I think these are great because it really adds more dimension to the wall, and I think it just makes things look prettier. And I like how really massive this building is. It's quite large, and I'm using these windows from Showtime, which I'm really happy that I have these, because these are like my lifesaver. These are my go-to windows. They are such a great asset to have, and I don't know, they're just great to have. And so yeah, on the penthouse floor we have arched windows, and on the lower 2 floors we have these just square windows with balconies in them, and I will be placing some different windows that came with ambitions on the lower ground floor, and that is also where the door is going to be, of course, because the Sims need to access the house as well. And there's also going to be a different window for the topmost level as well, or like the topmost level, 5th level. Okay, and then I'm just placing some windows. You guys can see that these arched windows are going to be where the penthouse is going to be, so that's going to be really fun. And this is also one of my go-to windows. It came with Showtime. No, it came with ambitions actually, and I think it looks great. I love this window. It has a pediment, and I don't know, it just works really well. And by the way, this is the first video that I'm recording using, this is the first Sims 3 Parisian apartment series video that I'm recording with my new microphone. So if you guys are following me with my Parisian apartment, I want to hear what you guys have to say about my new microphone, because I'm just really excited to use it and all that good stuff. So anyway, you guys can see here on the rightmost, now the leftmost, pretty much the room that you guys can see in front of you is going to be the whole entire unit that your Sims can purchase. It is so swanky and it is so posh. It's like super awesome. I love it. And then let's see here, I'll be placing the main door. I did use quite a bit of custom content for this house because I don't know, I think they just work, and I used a lot of custom content from Monte Vista, as well as store content. I did not use any store content. I do not use any custom content at all, but I do use a lot of store content is what I'm trying to say. And because store content is friendlier towards your game, and I prefer them to custom contents, because if store contents are like malfunctioning or causing glitches to your game, EA will step in and actually fix your game, which is really cool. Now I'm decorating the decoration house, I guess is how I'm gonna call it, or just the facade of the neighboring house, which is pretty much just a decoration. There's nothing too crazy going on. It's just, a white blank facade. Actually, there's gonna be some windows and some balconies. It's gonna look really nice, but overall it's gonna be just a facade. Your Sims are not gonna be able to access the inside of it. It's pretty much to achieve the effect that our penthouse actually has some neighbors, and makes it look more French, I guess. And so, yep, I'm just adding some paints over here. You guys can see that on the lower ground floor, there is like a different paint. I think, based on observation, this is a very common thing in buildings around Europe, actually, where the ground floor has a different, kind of material to it, which is kind of like stripy, I guess. It has like a striped pattern, and you guys can see it in like all different types of architecture as well. So it's really cool, neat feature that I was glad that I was able to include. And I'm just making these I guess these are called dormer windows. I'm making them green so that they would match the roof. Blue, so that they would match the roof. I think it's just a really cool effect that I've also noticed by observing, buildings around France and all that stuff. And I did forget to mention that this building is also going to be duplicated multiple times. I'm thinking it's going to be duplicated like maybe twice, maybe more. duplicating buildings is a technique that I'm doing in the world so that it will give me the ability to actually finish the world, because so far the world already has hundreds of buildings that need to be built, and so far I haven't even built half of them. So I'm just trying to minimize my effort and try to be efficient with my time, as best as possible. So some buildings are going to be duplicated, and if you guys are just hearing this now, don't worry, it has been my intention from the very beginning. You guys know that I have always been saying this, even when I was doing the first Parisian apartments. So those are also going to be duplicates as well. And yeah, we are moving forward to furnishing the exterior of the house. We have lots of nice, beautiful arched windows, and you guys can see that the streetscape that I was trying to achieve is beginning to come true. It's beginning to form. It's beginning to really look nice, and I'm really, really happy with how it turned out in the end. So pretty much we are just gonna be placing the windows. Decorating the exterior of the houses can take a while because, many of the buildings in France, I'm pretty sure you guys are familiar that the fact that, French architecture and actually European architecture in general is very intricate and very ornate. So, there's gonna be lots of details and lots of just really interesting features that define a building and just really make it stand out from all the other buildings around it. So, I'm just, I like to take my time and just make each building unique and, make sure that it stands out, but at the same time contribute to the whole effect of the townscape that I want to achieve to this world. I'm also thinking of uploading this world in a little bit of time, an alpha version maybe, because a lot of you guys have been asking about it, and I really want to engage you guys, and I really want to involve you guys as a part of this world building process. And yeah, I just want you guys to know that yes, I'm doing my best to finish this world. It's taking forever, but I hope and I freaking pray to God that I will be able to finish it before I die, or before The Sims 5 at least, If you guys are just watching this video, yes, I have been making this world for like 4 years already, and that's like so depressing. I mean 2 years already, actually, not necessarily 4 years, but right now I'm just doing the tiles on the interior, and I actually really like how it turned out. I'm really happy with how the lobby turned out, and I think it looks really, really spectacular because of the floor tiles. And like I've said, I used a lot of custom content. These floor tiles are actually from Midnight Hollow, and if you guys don't have Midnight Hollow, don't worry. I think the game will automatically replace these things for you with something that exists in the base game or in an expansion pack that you have. But anyway, if you guys don't have Midnight Hollow, I highly suggest that you guys get it, because it is an amazing set. It comes with some really awesome sets, and I should really just, if I were you guys, I would stalk the sims3.com for like updates and stuff, because there are tons of sales happening right now. So if you really want to catch on into the latest things that are on sale now that The Sims 4 is out, I'm pretty sure that a lot of things are on sale on The Sims 3 as well. So I want to tell you guys that out of all the buildings that I've done, out of all the Parisian apartments that I've done, this particular lobby is my favorite. I don't know, I think it's because it's just super huge, but at the same time it is really beautiful because of the tiles that I've used, and I'm just really happy with how it turned out. And I'm gonna be adding an archway over there to obviously allow the Sims to use the elevator shaft. I'm pretty sure you guys have already seen where the elevator is gonna be anyway. And the one thing that I've been having a lot of difficulty with is choosing the right type of wood. It's very, very difficult to choose a wood that wouldn't clash with the existing color scheme that you have. So you guys can see me struggle a lot with the type of wood that I'm gonna be using and all that stuff. So this is just really, really difficult. I've been going back and forth replacing things that I've already had just to make it look nice. But you know, in the end of the day, I changed that color to a blue thing that doesn't even look like wood. I don't know, for some reason the wood just looked really weird to me. And then we are decorating the upper floors, of course, which is going to have the exact same material as the lower floors. And then I think I'm gonna be putting some black, yeah, there we go, some black, like I call these masks, some black masks, to pretty much hide like the random public space. And you guys can see that I am deleting or demolishing some walls, some extra walls here that you guys can not even see. The reason for this is I want you guys to have a less laggy experience. You know, I'm trying to minimize the lag like as much as possible so that it would be easier to play for people with different kinds of computers and all that stuff, because that's how I want my buildings to be. You know, when you download my homes and stuff, I want it to be easy to play as much as possible. I don't want it to have any lag and all that good stuff. So the weird thing is with this specific house building video is that I did the lobby and I did these black spaces first before I actually did the unit that the Sims are going to be occupying, so which is a different approach that I did, because usually I would start with the interior of the unit. But for this time, I think I did a really good job. I am obsessed with the hallways, you guys. I'm just really, really happy with how it turned out. And yeah, I think the tiles that came with Midnight Hollow help a lot. You know, it makes things look amazing. And yeah, so I'm just repeating the patterns and all that stuff. You know, these are very repetitive, but at the same time, I think they have a fantastic effect. And I don't know what to talk about. In, I guess, things that are currently nothing related to The Sims, I have been watching Taylor Swift's Blank Spaces videos like over and over again. I am freaking in love with Blank Spaces, you guys. The two songs that I've been listening to are Taylor Swift's Blank Spaces and One Direction's Night Changes. I think both of those songs are like my holiday jam. You know, I need something to listen to while I'm on the plane, because I'm gonna be going home in a couple of like days. So you know, I'm gonna go on a plane and I need something to listen to. So Taylor Swift and One Direction, it's going to be y'all. And you know, those two bands don't necessarily have the best reputation, but their songs are just really, really cool. Plus the parodies, especially of Blank Spaces, are just freaking hilarious. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen Shane Dawson's parody on it. Check it out, it is freaking hilarious. And also Bart Baker, there we go. Bart Baker's parody is also really funny. He is hilarious. And on other YouTube related news, YouTube Rewind is out, you guys. YouTube Rewind 2013 is freaking awesome. You know, 2014 is freaking awesome because they did exactly what, you know, the people in the 2013 YouTube Rewind said, which was go international. YouTube did exactly that, and I'm really, really happy to see some international YouTubers. So you guys can see that right now I just finished placing, you know, the elevators, so which means that your Sims can now access the upper floor, and now I'm working on the floor plan of the house itself. So you guys can see that this is going to be, there's the main entrance is in the middle, and then the room in the center is the living room, and then these are actually the bedrooms that we're gonna have. You guys can see the angled room over there that's shaped like a gem, or it's shaped like a gemstone. That is going to be the master bathroom, and then this is going to be like the foyer and stuff. So yeah, and then the L-shaped room to the rightmost corner of the room is going to be the dining room as well. So yeah, it's just really, really exciting. I used a lot of wood in this interior in particular. I don't know, I think it just looks like a really, really rich color, and I think it makes things look really, really posh. So, like I said, I struggled a lot with what type of wood that I was gonna use and all that stuff, but I think in the end it turned out really well. You know, I've been mixing and matching some different colors, and you know, the end result that I'm gonna be choosing is something that's lighter than that, even lighter than that actually. I think yeah, I think I chose something lighter than that. So yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying yourselves so far. We're barely halfway there, but I'm kind of used to talking to myself anyway. That's just really sad, but yeah, the floor tiles are also really, really difficult actually. I wanted to place like a pattern, like a custom pattern that I can create on the floor, but it turned out being very, very difficult to make. So what I did instead was just use an existing pattern in the floor tile and then use the material to make sure that the floor tiles and the walls are exactly the same material. So I really, really miss this feature in The Sims 4. Creative style is amazing. It is literally my life, and I don't know, it just feels like my life is incomplete without it. That was so dramatic though, but anyway. I just had to take a sip of water and stuff. So anyway, okay, so I'm guessing that was the final wood that I chose. Okay, and this is the living room here, you guys, and it is going to be white. I just really like looking at white walls, especially you guys can see that the light is literally flooding. It looks gorgeous. I love it. And yeah, I think this room is one of my favorites in the house. Together with the dining room, I think I really was successful making them. And I also tried to put a rug in the center, but unfortunately I wasn't able to do so because there just wasn't a pattern that I can use. So, I just pretty much wasted my time because, I don't know, there's just a lot of things that I needed to figure out, and yeah. I just wanted to put a rug in the middle, that's just how I am. And you guys can see a lot of the way I build houses in The Sims 4 and The Sims 3, and I'm pretty sure you guys can see that I did mature. My building style has matured quite a bit, and I'm just really happy to be able to share these things with you guys. And I'm looking for a geometric pattern because I want to have like a striped texture and stuff, but it doesn't apply to the flooring that I chose. So I just ended up, placing an ordinary carpet, I guess, and I also changed a little bit of the wall. So yeah, I just placed a carpet right there. That is not going to be the carpet that I'm going to be used for the final product, because I'm going to replace that in a little bit, just because, I was able to find a better carpet, that didn't steal the attention from the wall, because I think this one is better. And then you guys can see me do some stuff with the hallway over there as well. Let's see here. Okay, so this is going to be kind of a hallway. Originally, I was intending the right room. The room to the right, originally it was intended to be like a servant's quarters and stuff, but eventually it became a bathroom, just to give you guys a heads up, because the house already has 3 bedrooms. I mean, seriously though, if you're gonna live in like a condominium or an apartment, how many bedrooms do you need? Like, you can always, I'm pretty sure that people who are intending to live here can afford to have a legit home like that is attached to the ground. So anyway, yes, I'm just pretty much rambling. I don't know what to talk about. I should probably add some music and stuff. A lot of you guys recommended that I add music to my videos, and I just prefer not to, because copyright and stuff, and I'm too lazy to deal with like infringement issues and all that stuff. So yeah. So anyway, pretty much I'm just realizing right now that the interiors took forever to furnish, you guys. It literally took me like 4 out of 4/5 of the video to finish the freaking interior, which is really sad. But like I said, I did place a rug in the very center. But this is not going to be the final rug. These are going to be smaller. I'm going to be using smaller rugs. By the way, I love that texture of the rug that I placed in the middle. I freaking love that texture. I got it from a house in, I believe it was in Sunset Valley or Riverview. I got it from a house over there, and I copied it and I saved it in my library. I just really like how it looks. And I am going to be placing some stripes over in the sides. It looks like porcelain, which I love, and you guys can see that I am incorporating some of my Sims 4 building techniques over here, where I used the double sides of the chairs to like place them back to back and all that stuff. It's just really fun. And yeah, pretty much there's some curtains as well. These curtains are also custom content, by the way, so if you guys are wondering where the freaking hell is that from, yes, it is from the Sims 3 store. I think it was part of like the Regency, or like, I don't know, maybe Edwardian collection, I forgot, but it was part of like a historical set, which I was freaking obsessed with, and I bought while it was on sale as well. Okay, so for the living room, I'm going to be using these really stout but really fashionable, swanky looking chairs back to back, you know, the Sims 4 style, as I do it in the Sims 4. And then there's also going to be some living chairs in front of it. There is going to be a fireplace in front of this set, and then I think I'm going to be changing those chairs as well later on, or maybe moving them somewhere else, maybe in the dining room. But yes, to the left of the room we have a fireplace, and to the right we have the television, so it's going to be really fun. And yes, you guys, this is the first time that I was able to use move objects friggin' on, and yes, I missed it, you guys. I missed it so much. That's like my favorite, you know, cheat. And I just placed a fireplace over there, and I'm just deleting the chimneys because, you know, this is a trick, you know, deleting chimneys in the fireplace was a trick that I learned really, really late into the Sims 3. I'm like, oh my god, you can do that, you know, that's gonna save me a lot of space. And, you know, I tried to include a lot of clutter, you know, in this room in particular, but I just felt like they didn't work, you know, I felt like they were forced, I guess. And, you know, I'm just pretty much deciding to follow in with the trend in the other apartments where, you know, it's not necessarily furnished 100%. It is, you know, mostly furnished, but it doesn't have like your personal things such as mirrors or some paintings or a lot of paintings or a lot of plants, because, you know, I'm leaving the personalization to you guys. I keep saying this in every video, but I really want you guys to be involved in these homes. You know, add some paintings, add some rug that you want, add some lampshades, and add some clutter, you know, just to make things look more lived in. I'm basically giving you the shell, and the rest is up for you to do whatever you want with. So that's really cool. I think next up I'm gonna be placing that corner table. I'm not so sure, this like end table, I guess, which is freaking gorgeous, by the way. I love this table. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. And on top of that, we're gonna be having a flat screen TV. Yes, which is fabulous, you guys. I love it. I think I'm gonna be removing those mirrors and those side tables in a little bit because they were a little bit big. So I'm like, okay, they're a little bit big. And I'm also placing this chandelier in the main foyer or entryway and stuff, but I did notice that it was a little bit dim, so I'm like, okay, screw this, I want this to be brighter and stuff. But first, I'm gonna be doing these doors. Okay, so these doors came with Ambitions, I believe. I think they're just really, really fancy. You know, they have like this beautiful detail. So I'm really happy every time I use these doors and stuff. So anyway, so one door leads to the kitchen, and the other one leads to the toilet, and the other one I think leads to the servants' quarters. Originally intended to be the servants' quarters, but it ended up being another toilet as well. So that is a toilet, and then we have two guest rooms, and then the master bedroom is the one on the very, very end, where it's gonna have beautiful like 180-degree views of the surrounding area. So it's really, really exciting. By the way, the dining room is also gonna have beautiful 160-degree views as well of the main avenue in Versailles, which is freaking exciting. I'm just really, yes. And I'm just, you know, pretty much fiddling with the materials here. You know, I'm a perfectionist, you guys. I'm pretty sure you know that I'm freaking obsessed with making things perfect. So yeah. And I also did try to change the door a little bit, you know, try to fiddle with the wood materials and stuff. So I'm like, okay, I think that actually worked. And then we have the chandelier over here, which I wanted to double because I think it looks pretty, and I think it also works well with like the color scheme and the fact that it gives a lot of light to the room. And you know, so the other apartments that I did not have any curtains, but this one in particular I felt like I needed to add some because I don't know, I just felt like, you know, it needs some curtains to kind of make it a little bit more homey and you know, bring in a touch of that warmth and all that good stuff, because there's a lot of wood, and wood has a tendency to be not so warm. So, you know, adding a lot of fabrics really balances things out, I guess. And I don't know, I just really like the dining room. Unfortunately, I just burped. Unfortunately, though, I wasn't able to put a diagonal curtain on the diagonal window or on the angled window, which is unfortunate, but whatever, you know, it's a small detail that I'm pretty sure none of you guys will notice anyway. So yes, more move objects, and I'm placing some candelabras, by the way, making everything look freaking swanky. You know, it is going to, I'm imagining the owners to be like really, really rich people. And yep, like I said, I did delete those other extra things because I don't know, for some reason it was just really cluttered. I'm gonna be placing pants soliloquy. Yep, painting, which is one of the most expensive paintings we can have in this game. So really, really cool because the owners can afford it, of course. And yep, I did change the rug over there because I think it just matches well. You can see the carpet underneath of it, which I think is great. And I am also going to be moving these chairs, actually, just to, you know, provide a little bit more space to, you know, to move around with. I don't think you can use the fireplace like that, but, you know, it's fine, it's cool. And I did try to add some more clutter in the form of plants, but it just didn't work. You know, I'm like, okay, it makes the room look freaking overly decorated, and which is, like I've said earlier, not what I would want for you guys to have when you download this world. So I just added some lights and all that good stuff. So I don't know a specific date when I'm going to be uploading the worlds, but the reason why I'm going to be uploading the world is so that a lot of you guys can be involved in the actual creation of it. You know, this is the first time that I'm going to say this in public, but I want you guys to be able to build houses for me so that the world itself can be completed like as fast as possible, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people are really, really eager to play this world and all that good stuff. So, yes, I'm just adding some materials to these chairs, which the chair with the armrest, I believe it came with Ambitions, and then the table is my go-to table, and it came with a base game, so it's going to be easy for you guys to work around that. So yeah, I think the chairs look really great, and I think they make the whole place look really rich. Now I think I'm going to be decorating, oh, there we go, we added some more extra clutter. I'm going to be adding some cage things on top of the surfaces. I think they just complete the whole look of the home and all that good stuff. So I'm just, and also tried to add some fireplace clutter as well. Here I'm trying to change the color of the lights, but I didn't push through because I was really happy with how it turned out. And over here I'm adding some, like, a little bit of a sitting area just to pretty much occupy the space, because there's a lot of empty space that nobody uses. You know, this is kind of gonna be a reading corner and stuff. I forgot to place a bookshelf, but there is like a study table. No, there is like a corner table, and you guys can see that I did replace the chairs over there as well. I think these ones matched a little bit more. I think they looked a little bit more cozy, and these ones look more expensive, and they have this wood frame to it, which I think really complements the other furniture in that room. And yes, I'm going to be adding this table that came with, I believe, university, really, really posh table. And boom, fast forward to daytime. I think I gave myself a little bit of a break, but now we are going to be decorating the bedrooms and the bathrooms as well. So I think we're past the halfway mark. Yes, we are. And basically, I just tried to be consistent with the wall panels and all that good stuff, you know. The only difference is that you guys can see that there is paint instead of wood paneling, and I think this is just, you know, for continuity, I guess, and for consistency in the whole entire lot. So the bedrooms have the same exact wallpaper. All the bedrooms have the same exact wallpaper, which for me is okay because I'm pretty sure you guys can easily customize this when you download it, and if you hate it, if you absolutely hate it, if you feel like you need to change it, it's not gonna be difficult to deal with. By the way, this bathroom, I'm going to be enlarging it in a little bit, and I'm gonna be dragging, or actually I'm gonna be demolishing that other wall, because I don't understand why I left that over there. You know, you guys can see that 2x1 tile of wall. I'm like, why did I leave it like that? I'm like, seriously though? And this is going to be the master bathroom, which is quite revealing, if I do say so myself. You know, there's a lot of windows and a lot of things to, you know, just, you know, incorporate the thrill in this whole bathing experience, I guess, for the master bathroom. And then, so yeah, like I said, this L-shaped room was supposed to be servants' quarters. I'm placing tiles because, I don't know, I think that tiles kind of work well for servants' quarters because they're easy to clean, they're easy to maintain, and all that stuff. So it eventually became another bathroom though, because I'm like, okay, what is the use of having a freaking servants' quarters? Nothing much. And I also changed the carpet for the bedrooms as well, just to give a little bit more variety to things. You know, it's gonna be yeah. And like I said, I enlarged this bathroom because, I don't know, I just didn't see a point in all that left space behind. So anyway, I think I'm gonna be doing the kitchen next. Yes, there we go. Yeah, the kitchen is going to be very similar color scheme actually to the rest of the house. It's gonna have like tile walls as well. The scale of the tiles are going to be a little bit different. They're going to be larger compared to the bathroom, but you know, other than that, they're going to be the same color. It's going to have the same wall paneling and stuff. Oh my god, somebody just texted me, so okay, ignore that. So originally I was going to go for this one, but I'm like, okay, it totally does not match the rest of the house. It needs to be more sophisticated and less, you know, Tuscan villa, more casual looking. So I wanted to be very sophisticated. I ended up using these tiles. Actually, I think they're great. I think they are a great size for the kitchen, and you guys can see that there's a slight variation in this tile, which I actually changed in the end. I'm like, oh my god, I cannot stand the fact that the tiles are different colors. It makes it look dirty and stuff. So I'm like, in the end, I changed it to like a similar color all throughout, and you guys will know exactly what I'm talking about in a little bit when I actually change the tiles and stuff. So really, really cool. I also like the kitchen as well in this house because it is quite large and it is a separate room in its own, which is the first time that I'm doing in the Parisian apartment series. Out of all the 4 houses that I've built, this is the first kitchen that stands alone. So it's really, really cool as well. So anyway, yes, like I said, I am going to recolor the tiles. You guys probably don't notice the difference, but yes, there is a difference. Really, really slight difference. It did make it made the room look a lot cleaner actually, so that's really cool. You know, just made it look more sanitary. And I ended up copying the materials that I had in the kitchen and placing it on the master bathroom as well. And you guys can see that I'm just me placing some cabinets. One thing that The Sims 4 did better than The Sims 3 is, hands down, the cabinets have a ton of more option in The Sims 4, which I think is absolutely freaking brilliant. I absolutely love it. And yeah, originally there was just gonna be one stove, but I was like, okay, they can afford a really expensive apartment. I'm pretty sure they can afford a freaking double stove and stuff like that. I don't know. I just think it makes it look, you know, I think it makes the room look really, really posh and all that good stuff. So yep, there we go, double stove, which I am going to be moving in a little bit because yeah, I need some room for. I think I'm going to be placing like a sink in this place, like a kitchen sink in place of those stoves. And yeah, and there's also gonna be some dishwashers and also a trash compactor as well. So yeah, and let's see here. Yeah, I was having trouble placing the sink, so I'm like, okay, let's just move these counters. Let's just move these what are these things? Well, let's just move these stoves, and then we can work our way placing the dishwashers and also the trash compactor as well. And I think the next thing that I'm gonna do is try to furnish the maid's room. This was supposed to be the maid's room, by the way, or like the servant's room or something, I don't know, but yeah, pretty much. And add chairs in the foyer just so it will be a little bit more inviting to guests, when they see like there's the place to sit. And then I'm not so sure, I think I'm gonna be doing the master bedroom actually next. So really, really simple and straightforward. I don't pay attention that much to decorating the bedrooms because I'm pretty sure no matter how beautiful I make the bedrooms, you guys are going to change it anyway, customize it on your own, maybe change the comforters. But yeah, this L-shaped room is going to be the master bedroom, and then I'm just providing space for like a closet or something over there. And yep, that is going to be the color of the bed. I'm gonna find some matching colors for the side tables, and I think I'm actually gonna be moving the bed, flipping it on the side like 90 degrees and stuff. So yeah, and then I'm also going to be placing some curtains as well. I don't know, for some reason I like using curtains in this episode in particular. I don't know, it just completes the whole look of the house, and I'm just really happy with how it turned out. So yeah, that's going to be the curtains that I'm going to be using for the master bedroom. And I think for the other guest bedroom, yeah, that is the guest bedroom, by the way, and I'm going to be placing a rug as well. So and yep, there's the space for the closet, which came with Supernatural. I am freaking obsessed with it. It's just freaking fabulous. I love it. And I love how it already comes with a mirror as well. So that's really, really fancy schmancy. And yep, there's also a rug as well. And I'm like, okay, I don't know. Maybe we can put the pattern inside or outside. But I ended up placing it on the outside as well. Like I've said, the bedrooms are really just fast. And, just basically your bare necessities. My Sims don't spend a lot of time in their bedrooms anyway, so I don't see any reason why we need to uberly decorate it and make it look freaking amazing. But anyway, I'm not saying that it's like freaking ugly right now, but it's just very basic, I guess. It's just your bare necessities, and I just try to spice things up by adding some lights, which I'm gonna be ending up removing anyway. So I'm like, okay, that was a pointless waste of time. But anyway, you guys can see that I've already decorated 2 of our bedrooms, and then the last bedroom to be decorated has 2 single beds actually, which means that it's intended for the children or something along the lines of that, maybe teenagers or something, I don't know. But yeah, and then there's also those lamps as well. I've used a lot of lamps to provide the lighting, especially for the bedrooms. I'm like, okay, it needs to be dim. We need to have like the atmosphere and stuff like that. So, I forgot to mention that these lights, the square lights that I'm using, are from By Debug, and if you guys can see them in the apartment unit itself, it means that that is not the final light that I'm going to be using. It just means that I want to see inside the apartment while I'm furnishing it. And you guys can see that we are doing the butler's bedroom originally, but I just really wasn't feeling it. I'm like, do we really need to have a butler's bedroom, or like, is it really going to be difficult for the gamers to add their own butler's bedroom? So I ended up making the executive decision that it was more practical to be used as a bathroom, and the room to the left is going to be the laundry area as well. So your housewives are going to have like a nightmare from this. It's going to be really, really interesting. Laundry takes such a pain to make or like to do in The Sims 3, so boom, we cut again, and yep, we just deleted the bedroom. Next is we're gonna be furnishing the bathroom as well. I don't know, the bathrooms are also very standard. There's nothing too crazy about the design of it, but I think when you're designing a bathroom, your priority is just to make it as functional as possible, and that is exactly what I did. I love this bathtub. I am freaking obsessed with it. I adore it. It came with seasons. This bathtub matches any design, and I think it would look good with any style as well. So it's gonna be really, really cool. And then yeah, it's gonna have some touches of wood as well to be consistent with all the wood that we have in the house. We have the wooden mirror, and I think There's also gonna be a rug in this bathroom as well. I think we're gonna place a little rug in front of the bathtub or something. I think we are. Yep, there we go. Yeah, I was right. Considering I just recorded this earlier today, I'm like, okay. There's really no reason for me to be so forgetful. But anyway, that's going to be the layout for that one bathroom. Plus freaking out of it. And then the other bathroom is going to have exactly the same items. It's just going to be a different floor plan, of course. And one thing that I'm really happy with is the master bathroom, actually, which I'm going to be talking in a little bit more later. But yes, like I've said, there's going to be a laundry area. These are the most expensive laundry equipment that you can afford. So I'm going to be placing 2 of those and also a laundry basket as well, so that your Sims can properly take care of their laundry. And I think I'm going to be working on the master bedroom. No? Not yet. Okay, I'm gonna place a lamp on that table. Master bathroom. Oh, by the way, there's no light in the foyer, so I think I'm gonna be adding like a sconce on the wall or something, just to provide some light for our Sims. And there's a telephone as well. Usually I just forgot these things, I don't really pay attention to like the telephone because the Sims have their cell phones anyway, so I'm like, okay, whatever. And then I did notice that the master bedroom was a little bit dark, so I tried placing a lamp over there, but it didn't work out because I was like, oh my god, she has too many lamps like these. So I ended up placing a different lamp later on. And then yes, one of my favorite rooms in the whole entire house is actually the master bathroom because the windows don't have a curtain, so it's very provocative, I guess, for the neighbors especially. And there's also like a screen. I don't know what it's called, like a screen. It's just a screen. I don't know. It just forms a great looking backdrop to your Sims who are taking bath and all that good stuff. So, I think this is going to be the last room that we're going to be furnishing. Other than that, I think it's all finishing touches and stuff. Yes, I'm going to be placing a screen any minute now. Yep, that one which came with the base game, I guess, is going to be what I'm going to be using. So yeah, and it already matches the wood that we have. So I'm like, okay, it already matches the wood. I was so tempted to put the bathtub over there, but I didn't think that the Sims will be able to use it, so I put it a little bit on the center, and you guys can see that it has beautiful views of the surrounding buildings and the surrounding residential apartments and stuff, so it's going to be really cool. And then I just placed a small little lamp to provide some more light. And then the next thing that I think I'm going to do is just finishing touches. The door, like I said, I'm going to be changing the color into a navy blue. I think it matches really well, and I think it complements a lot the roof that we have, which is also blue in color. And then the other door, I'm going to be using the same material that I have for the wall, which is this grayish stone type of material and stuff. So yeah. And then also going to be copying that style on the other door as well. So other than that, let's see, what else do we need to place? Oh, I need to place like a trash chute, first of all, which came with late night, by the way. Really handy. You don't need to go all the way downstairs to just throw your trash. And we also need to place like a mailbox, which is in this form. If you are making an apartment, it will require you to put like a mailbox similar to that. I think there was also one room that I forgot to paint, so we are going to be going back to that as well. We have the fire alarm and we have the burglar alarm as well, so that we are freaking prepared, you guys. Like, I will never let a burglar come near my house. I actually haven't even like experienced having a burglar in the Sims 3, actually inside an apartment, so that's really interesting. By the way, the mailbox looked really like invisible, I guess. So and I'm gonna be placing some lights as well. These are my go-to lights. I'm absolutely in love with them. And then over here for the balconies, I'm gonna be placing some fence post lights, I guess, which give the building like this very beautiful glow at night. Versailles is a suburb of Paris, and Paris is the city of lights, you guys. So I promise that this will never disappoint. And then more lights on the neighboring building. I think I'm gonna be adding some plants over on these balconies as well. And then I totally forgot to add plants on this balcony actually, so I'm gonna be adding that off camera. I just realized it now that I'm watching like the footage and stuff. But yeah, you guys can see that it looks beautiful at night. It has fantastic views of the main avenue and all the neighboring homes. And yeah, next thing that I'm gonna be placing are really important things. These are room markers. Okay, room markers can be unlocked when you enter testing cheats enabled on, and then by debug on, they are set as base game objects, so you can choose a hidden room. So all the black rooms that you guys can see here, the black rooms, all the rooms that have black wallpaper and black floors, these are going to be hidden rooms, so your Sims could not see inside of it, because the game is going to pretend like somebody actually lives inside of it, which nobody even does so. But so that's it. And then for the hallways and for the elevator area, we have public rooms actually. So every time you place these, it means that your Sims will not be charged. The cost of these rooms will not be charged on your Sims. So it's, you know, your Sims only have to pay for their unit itself. So I hope you guys understood what I was trying to say with that. And then let's see here, what else do we need to do? Yep, for the finishing touches, I'm going to be placing some plants on this one. Yep, on this one building, I'm going to be placing some plants that came with World Adventures, by the way. These are my go-to plants. I use these things a lot, actually, and I don't know, I think they just look really cool. You know, it makes the building look occupied. It doesn't make the building, you know, it makes the building look alive pretty much, because it makes the building look like somebody lives in them. And, you know, I totally forgot to put the plants on the other side. But the last thing that I'm going to be doing, I think, is adding these like awning type of things, which I think completes the whole look. I really like the effect that it gives the building. And I am considering of placing these on the other apartments as well, because it looks really good. But anyway, I have about a minute to wrap this part up. So you know what, it's been 4 months since I've done the last episode, but I'm just really happy for all the positive support that you guys have been giving to me. I am so grateful. You guys don't know how much I love you. And please don't be afraid to comment down your guys' requests, because I am considering of, you know, doing some requests on videos and stuff you guys want to see from me. And yeah, so yeah, that is going to be it for this video. I just want to thank you so much for watching. Please comment down what you want to see from me, because I promise there's going to be more videos in the future. You all have an awesome day. I'm Freezer Bunny. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.